All right, first things first, let's address it. I look like Gallagher. You think I don't know that? You think I look in the mirror before I leave my house and I'm like, not Gallagher. Dude, my whole life is one case of mistaken identity. Everywhere I go, all the time, my whole life, dude. My whole life, people have told me that I look like Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I don't see it. People tell me I look like Brendan Fraser from The Whale. I don't see it, and that hurts my feelings. People tell me I look like John Mayer. Nice. Take it. People tell me that I look like Jar Jar Binks, sir. I look like Jar Jar Binks. Misa no see it, dude. Mistaken identity all the time, everywhere I go. One time, I met this guy at the beach in Kihei. I live in Kihei. And he's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, Shane. He's like, good to meet you, James. And I didn't correct him. It's been 10 years. I see this dude like 2 or 3 times a week. Every time he sees me, he's like, King James. I'm like, hey, Todd. I never corrected him. Mistaken identity. I go to the same ABC store all the time in Kihei. I'm by the one by Charlie Young. And they have Kahlua pork, local mocos for $10, dude. Even after inflation, $10. So I go there all the time, and after going there all the time, the lady in there, she's like, hey, I see you all the time. What's your name? I said, Shane. She said, Charlemagne. I was like, I like it a lot. Let's go with it. So now, every time I go to the ABC store, almost every single day of my life, I walk into that ABC store, and 6 Filipino women in unison say, Aloha, Charlemagne. Which makes a commotion, dude. People stop what they're doing, they look around, like, who is Charlemagne? That's the guy in the vest. It's Gallagher. Keep him away from the fruits. Yeah. Is that a mallet? No. It's not a mallet, it's a hammer. The other day, I had a mistaken identity situation at the ABC store. I was looking at the coconut waters. I like to compare the price of ounces, like how much fluid ounces cost with different companies. And I'm doing the math, like Rain Man style. And this man taps me on the shoulder, and when I turn around, I surprise him. He jumps back, and he goes, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were my wife. I'm 6'4", 220 pounds. And I've been there doing my math for quite a while. It was time to leave. And I was like, you know what, dude? I gotta stick around now, dude. And see just how ugly this man's wife is. If she looks like me, you could have done better. She shows up, and you guys are gonna be surprised. She showed up and is crazy. She was actually super handsome. She was very handsome. Breathtaking. Kind of looked like Gallagher and John Mayer had a baby. You're an angel. One time I went to the ABC store. I like to eat my local mocha. I'm not eating it in the car in the parking lot anymore. Things are looking up there. I'm going across the street and eating it at the beach. And the other day, it was like 8 in the morning. I got my local mocha. I'm at the beach. I'm like, today it's going to be a really good day. I can feel it. And this drunk homeless guy, he's drunk, 8 a.m., bad sign, first red flag, right? And he's also bare-chested, and he has the best abs I've ever seen. Yeah, he walks up to me, he goes, let's go, you big titty bitch. Mistaken identity. No, he calls me a big titty bitch out of nowhere and wants to fight me. And my first thought was like, you know what? Let's fucking do it, right? And I was like, no, Shane, if you fight this dude, someone's gonna videotape it, right? Everyone has a camera on their phone. It's gonna end up on YouTube. It's gonna go viral. And the video's gonna be titled, 2 homeless dudes fighting on a beach. It's Not how, oh, you're one of the two homeless dudes in the video. No. I thought today can't get any worse. I'm walking on the beach, and then this young, beautiful lady walks up to me, and she waves at me like this. I look around, it's only me and that dude. She's for sure waving at me, right? So I wave back like this. And then I realized she was not waving at me. She was getting hair off her fingertips. Oh, idiot, dude, me too. I'm a 90s baby. I'm just a baby, dude. 32-year-old baby. I'm a giant toddler. And as a 90s baby, I wanted the same thing that all 90s babies wanted. So maybe some of you guys wanted it too. Do you guys remember ant farms? Man, there was a point, especially in the 90s, ant farms were like everyone that was cool had one. And I wanted one so bad, but my parents never let me get an ant farm, dude. But now I'm 32 years old, I have my own job, I have my own house, and guess what? I have an ant farm. They're free range. My house is full of ants. And it's become a problem, like a pretty serious problem. The other night I was smoking weed laying on the couch and I was like, man, like, how many ants does it take to be in danger? Like, am I in danger? So I Googled it. And I swear, you can try it out. Try it when you leave, on your drive home. There's a calculator online where you put your height in. You put your weight in. You put your sex in, how much you have sex. A lot. And they will tell you how many ants it takes to be in danger. 250,000 ants could pick me up and carry me away. I'm 20,000 ants away from disaster. I'm 20,000 ants from waking up in a Gulliver situation. I'm tied to my bed. Uh-oh. Imagine for a moment. Get hyped. Imagine for a moment. You wake up on your bed. You're tied to the bed. You're surrounded by an army of ants. And there's a prince ant on my nose. And he's looking down at me, and he has a rapier, which is a type of sword. And he says, "Oi, you left some butter and jam out on the counter." I built an army. You're probably wondering, Shane, how did you come up with your ant accent? Marijuana. And also, think about it first. Let's all take a moment and think about this. Ants and British people have a lot in common. Both ants and British people are colonizers. They have a queen. They have terrible teeth. They have terrible taste in food too. Well, this is so funny to me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Both ants, I hope you guys find this as funny as I do. Both ants and British people will see bread and beans and be like, "Oh, bread and beans." Like, why are you stoked, dude? I wish ants were my biggest problem in my household. They're not. They're the smallest. Don't support that. My biggest problem is I have a giant spider in my bathroom. Like a really big, scary. Who else here has a giant spider in the bathroom? There's more of us than you think. Together! This turns into a spider person rally. No, we will not do that. There's a giant spider in my bathroom, and it's really scary. And like, I don't want to kill him though, because I know spiders are good. They kill the bad bugs. So I did what any 32-year-old would do. I called my dad, And I was like, there's a spider in my bathroom. What should I do? And he's like, here's my rule. If the spider has a web, I let it live. If it's a free-range spider, I kill it. I was like, got it. Kill the homeless ones. Loud and clear, Pops. Being the second funny, you guys heard about how I was the second funniest guy here on Maui. And being the second funniest person on an island gets you recognized sometimes. People will be like, Shane at Costco? I'm like, yeah, it's me. Like, what line are you in, dude? You're standing right in the middle. No, I do get recognized, though. One time, this is a true story, I was at McKenna first entrance, and I was drinking beers in the parking lot with my friends, having a good time. And this young lady walked up to me and she said, Charlemagne? She worked at the ABC store. She said, Charlemagne, I saw you do stand-up comedy. I think you're very funny and very handsome. And then she, over my board shorts, over my swimming trunks, grabbed my wiener. Pretend this is my wiener. Long and thin. Like ladies like it. Ask if they love it. This girl, she grabs me by my wiener without my permission. I was sexually assaulted in front of all my friends. And fast forward 1 week later, and we're on a date. And I got her number. She grabbed me and I was like, you guys think she's interested? I'm really bad at reading. I don't pick up the little signs. But this is a true story. Me and this girl, we go to Cafe de Ami in Paia. You guys know Cafe de Ami? Head nodding, you love crepes! Yeah, so they have crepes in Mediterranean. What a combination, right? And so it's a classic Paia date, though, where I show up to the date, and the girl's already there, and she's wearing crochet from head to toe. Head to toe crochet. Crochet shoes, crochet shorts, a crochet top, a little crochet Peter Pan hat. It was like I was on a date with a wood elf, which I am into. And she shows up on the date and she looks me dead in the eyes and she says, if at any point my nipples poke out, please let me know. To which I replied, your nipples have been out the entire time. And there's no way your nipples could ever stay in. You're wearing crochet. I thought the date went well. So I called her back a few days later. I was like, hey, what do you think about a second date? And she said, actually, since that date, I quit drinking. I quit smoking weed, doing drugs, and having sex with strangers. She said that date was my rock bottom. It was rock bottom. That's crazy, because that was the best day of my life. Like her words say, I was peaking. I'm like, I can't do any better. And she's like, things can't get any worse. Rock bottom, dude. And it'd be one thing if it was like my first rock bottom. Tree bra. 3 rock bottoms, dude. That's the 3rd girl in my life to tell me I was her rock bottom. Which kind of has me feel like I'm living at, I must be living or residing at rock bottom. Because whenever these women, they'll hit rock bottom, and I'm already there. I'm like, aloha. Welcome to rock bottom. Let me show you around rock bottom. They have all the crepes that you can eat at rock bottom. It sounds like a good thing. It's a problem! Rock bottom. Clap your hands together, dude. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. I didn't go through that much trauma for silence after the laugh. Someday I'm going to show her this video, but it sucks being sober now, dude. Man, that was the best day of my life. It's crazy. Because I'm sitting at the table, and I'm eating my crepe, and I'm thinking, today can't get no more better. And then I look up, and little do I know, she's on the other side of the table. And she's looking at me and she's thinking, I need to sober up. I didn't call my parents. I haven't talked to my parents in forever. Go ahead, call your parents. They're not going to answer. Your family's not talking to you. You're at rock bottom. On your own, just you and your abusive boyfriend. Rock bottom. All right, let's talk about our favorite. There's not enough. I'm giving. You're not giving yet because I'm not asking for it till right now. Let's talk about our favorite animals. Sir, you look like you have great taste in animals in an orange shirt. What's your favorite animal? Dog. Make some noise. There's some dogs here tonight. Make some noise for those dogs. Yeah, I love dogs, dude. I had a dachshund for 18 years, and I loved her with all of my heart. And then after she passed away, I can't get another dog because I'm like, heartbroken or whatever. And so I've been fostering dogs instead. And it's been absolutely wonderful. And currently I have a foster dog. His name is Bentley. He's got 3 legs, and he's a pit bull ridgeback. And his name's Bentley, but he pronounces it Bentley. He's a dog. Bentley, he'll get so sad when I leave the house. He'll start moping when I'm leaving. I'm like, dude, I'm pretty cool, but not like that. Don't mope. I'm not that cool, you know. Why are you moping? And then I thought about it. I was driving away, and I thought about it. And I was like, every time I've ever brought Bentley anywhere with me, we're always going somewhere. When we leave the house together, we're going to the beach for a walk. We're going to the park for a walk. We're going to Starbucks for a pop cup. So when I leave the house, he sees me leave, he goes, I fucking know you're going to the park, dude. Going for a walk without me? Slipping up sweet pup cups? You son of a bitch. Bentley doesn't know about errands. Bentley doesn't know about standing in line at the post office. He doesn't know anything about that. He doesn't know what it's like to stand in line at FedEx. He doesn't know how many times I ship things throughout the day.
There's a dog right behind.
Thank God I thought of that joke over at that table. Glad it worked. Here's another rock. Oh, are there any billionaire CEOs in the audience? No? You guys have been awfully quiet. I'm not going to do jokes about the murder. I'm not that kind of guy. But this is another rock bottom story. And it's about a billionaire who became a billionaire from being a CEO of an insurance company, which happens to also be my ex. During COVID, I dated a billionaire. We'll call her Blair. And she was the heir to American Fidelity Insurance. And her family owns the Oklahoma City Thunder. Billionaire, not fucking, they take private jets out here. And if you're wondering, are they different than us? Yes. They are. I went out to drinks with this girl one time, Blair, and she got a lemon spritzer vodka drink, and she smells it. She's like, oh my gosh, you have to smell this. And I smell it, and I'm like, I don't, what are you smelling? She goes, oh, it has that new airplane smell. And he would have said that to me. I was like, new airplane? That's not related. I've never smelled a new car. When I talk new smells, I know new Kmart shoes. Kmart's been out of business for a minute. They have a house in Wailea, and we go to these fancy dinner parties at the house. They have a pool with a water slide to another pool, an infinity pool with a water slide to another pool. And we're at these fancy dinner parties. I'm fucking hitting the slide. My back hurts. My back's completely red. And she's like, yo, cool it on the water slide. And I said, there's no line. And I'm having a really good time. Safe to say, that was a rock bottom situation. I think it's time for one final rock bottom. Short rock bottom for you guys. So I met this girl on Bumble, which means she made the first move. And we went on a date, And then we had sex. Oh. Yeah, sex, dude. You guys got off quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Pull that man's back, baby. Let's go. No, but me and this girl, after making love, we're walking on the beach and we're holding hands. The stars are super bright and beautiful. Kind of like that star tonight. There's only one tonight. And she looks at me out of nowhere for no reason. She says to me, Charlemagne. She worked at the ABC store. She said, Charlemagne, you're the fattest guy that I've ever had sex with. And honestly, I'm thinking like, okay, one more rock bottom won't kill me. And then rage filled me. I felt rage. And I was like, I'm gonna fight this bitch. I'm gonna fight this bitch. And then I was like, no, Charlemagne. That's not who you are. Because if you do fight her, someone's gonna videotape this. It's gonna end up on YouTube. And the video's gonna be titled, Two Big Titty Bitches Fighting on the Beach. My name's Shane Nelson. Thanks for coming out. Hello, everyone. And now your host, me, to bring on the headliner. Dude, I smoked a little bit of weed, so that's okay. We're shaking out, but I really want to make some noise for this guy. He's been all around the country. He's a great comedian. He's a good friend. Make some noise for Zach Toscani, everyone.
Round of applause for Shane. And also a round of applause for Moku Roots for hosting us.